last year we had dreams of doing that and then realized we had a lot to learn before we ever got to that point. So that's what this year's about, is us learning and feeding our family and hopefully providing ourselves with good locally sourced grown food that we can use.
Keto Country Homestead, which used to be Wolf Mountain Homestead, they just changed their name, asked us to do a goals list for 2019. We're a little bit behind, but we're going to sit down and do it today because it's pretty icy outside and we're not going to be doing much out there. So we're going to talk about what our goals are for this year and maybe a little bit about what we accomplished last year.
Yeah. The first goal that we had was to increase our laying flock. We bought some brown Isas to do that, and they have done an excellent job. We increased the amount of ducks we had because we do like duck eggs and their nutritional value and how well they work with baking and things like that. So that was probably our top goal in 2018. We had done meat birds the previous year, so we actually increased the amount of meat birds that we did. We did 15 the first year, and I think last year we did somewhere close to
30.
Was it 30? Yeah. In the spring, and then we had a second one where we just culled some of our spring hatch roosters and things like that, and some of the neighbors had some laying hens that were a little older that he would like to get rid of, so we did that at the same time in the fall that we did our turkeys. So we had 2 meat bird harvests last year, and that was a goal that we had set out, that we were going to harvest our chickens, grow our own meat birds and things like that. So we did our own turkeys last year, which turned out excellent. We ended up harvesting 4 turkeys. We've kept
2 of them.
We've kept 2 of them. We gave 2 of them away. One of the other goals we had was we tried quail. We still have quail. They haven't been real productive this winter, or productive at all. So we're hoping in the spring we still have a small amount of quail. We're going to keep them around. We're going to see how they do over the spring and summer, and then we'll make a decision for sure on those later on. Right now it doesn't look too hot for quail. And then our garden, just getting our garden going in 2018 was something that we wanted to do, and we were able to do that on a decent scale. We've kind of got a plan for that this year, but that was one of our goals last year. We definitely met that goal. We didn't exceed that goal. And it
was more of a trial and error, I think, period.
Yeah, I would agree. This year, I think we're both a little more in tune to what we want to do with the garden. So we'll go over that once we get to our goals. So that was kind of our 2018. If you want to go check a lot of that out, you can go check the playlist, 2018 vlogs. There's a lot of information in there and what we did and how we did it. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get into the 2019 goals that we have for 2019 for the farm.
Alright, so we've broken these down into 3 sections. First one we're going to talk about is animals. We would like to add pigs to our farm this year. A couple of feeder pigs, grow them out, and then butcher them in the fall. We've never done pigs before, so that'll be a totally new experience for us. We've been researching that. So that's something that I'm looking forward to. I've really wanted to do pigs for a while and bring that food source into our home. So I think that'll be a really fun and interesting kind of new thing to do this year.
Yeah. We're doing a lot of YouTube research on pigs, and then I've read a couple books, and I've got a 3rd book coming this week, and then probably try to find a local pig source that I can lean on for anything that comes up. It's one of our main focuses is to raise as much of our own food as possible. So protein source is big, and pigs add quite a bit to that protein source. So we're excited to add that to our farm. So the next thing is chickens. We are going to do, we're going to try to raise 100% of our chicken yearly intake on chickens this year. So there's several ways we could approach this, but we decided we've raised more of a heritage breed or a crossbreed. As far as we've done the Red Rangers, and then we did the Husky Reds. Just as far as production wise, as far as what we put into them and what we got out of them, we thought we could get a little bit more.
We wanted something that was a little bit quicker,
yeah,
and bigger in terms of how fast these chickens will grow out to butcher weight.
So this year we're gonna do Cornish cross, and we plan on trying to do 80 for our own consumption.
So we're gonna do 2 batches. The first we'll do maybe 65 in March, and then in May, early May, we'll get another 25 to 30 started. So we'll do 2 butchering days for our chickens.
Yes.
We're also gonna get turkeys in early June again, probably around 10. Again, for us and for family and friends here locally that might want some for Thanksgiving.
Last year we did broad-breasted white turkeys that we got from Jake and Becky on White House on the Hill, and we were very impressed with those. We also had a black broad-breasted turkey male that we kind of inherited from the neighborhood.
He was a jerk.
And we were not impressed with him at all. He was not fun.
He
was fun to watch.
Old.
Yeah.
He's not very good to eat.
Yeah, he was.
But the other ones were excellent. They were really, really good.
Really good. So, but yeah, we will not be inheriting any more animals this year. But...
And then we're gonna try to hatch.
Oh. No, we're not gonna do. We're not gonna talk
Never
about
mind.
that. That's something for a later video. Sorry.
Okay. Nix that.
Yeah.
All right. So our second subject is infrastructure. We, you saw in the last couple of videos that we're working on a greenhouse. For spring planting, for getting started early, and some succession planting. So we're working on that, and of course we haven't been lately because it's so icy, but we're going to try to get that done in the next month or so.
That's one of the things that the greenhouse will hopefully help us with, is being able to have things that we can grow hopefully almost year round. I mean I'm sure it'd be hard to grow without some outside heat source in the winter, but I have some plans with that.
Another thing I want to do is make a compost bin. We have a compost pile, or a couple of compost piles out there for our chicken bedding and scraps and stuff, and we just have a good way to contain them, so we're going to try to do that this year too. Yep.
Next thing, our goal is to improve our water catchment ability. We have a well for our house, which we have a water treatment system for that, for laundry, washing dishes, things like that. And it works fine, and we have no problem with it. We just prefer not to drink the water. Our water has a high sulfur content too, and it also it doesn't sit well in your stomach when you do try to drink it. I think it's perfectly safe according to the state to drink, but we choose not to drink it. Right now we're buying treated water from basically a water district. Now in the summer with our Berkey, we're able to catch water from we have a barn. We're able to catch water from that and filter it multiple times, and then filter it through our Berkey, and
it's so good.
And we're able to have water that way. We prefer to do it that way. It's just really hard to do in the winter, and then you're also at the mercy of, if you run into a drought, we don't have the storage ability. Right now we could store a little over 100 gallons, and that'll last us normally a couple weeks. And then so you don't, the idea is to increase our capacity, our storage capacity, and possibly make it to where we could catch water even in all 4 seasons rather than just 3 of the 4.
Something else we want to do is expand our coop. We've been talking about that for a while. Our stationary chicken coop, make it bigger, and to house all of our chickens when we move our Americanas into the big coop. When we move our Americanas into the big coop, of course that's going to add to the flock, and then any other chickens that we get, we're going to try to order some more layers in the spring, so we're gonna have a lot of chickens in there. We just need to make it bigger. And then our brooder, we need to
harden it for weather.
Yeah.
We found out last year with our spring chicks, we were just not prepared to harden our chicks. We didn't have a good way of doing that, and then we had a really cold spring. Anybody that's raised chicks knows that when chicks pile up, bad things happen and you lose chicks. So we're trying to, we have some spots in our barn that are completely shielded from the weather. We're gonna try to establish a brooder in there.
So our next focus is the garden. Last year, like we said, we kind of just went wild with it, and it turned out fine, but it didn't meet our goals as far as producing for our family as much as we could. A lot of space was taken up by things that I had never grown before, and instead of the stuff that we knew worked well for us or that we would really like to preserve. So this year we are focusing more on the food that we know that will preserve and will last us through the winter, like staples like green beans, tomatoes, carrots, all those kinds of things, potatoes, things like that that we can really use in the kitchen to be able just to preserve in our cellar. So I think that's going to be something new for me, is just trying to contain my excitement and try to focus that more on what we will use the most. And then we also want to work on fine-tuning our garden techniques, like pest control, utilizing vertical gardening and making the best use of our space in the garden, and figuring out, you know, what's the best way to grow a lot of food in our space that we have. So vertical gardening, trellises, all that kind of stuff, and also amending our soil to make it, or to start making it better, not just for this year, but for the coming years also.
Yeah, so the whole idea behind making, one of the things that we've really talked about here in the recent history or recent times me and Jesse have been talking about is, how do we make this work for us as far as we get something from our land, but we're making it better in the process for our future, for us. And so we're going to try different things that we've learned either through YouTube or through reading or through experience. And so that's something we really are passionate about. We want to make the farm we sit on now, we want to try to make that as viable, as sustainable as possible. We want to try to heal our land, make it better while it's producing for us. The land that we've been blessed with being stewards over, I guess, is the right way to put that. So that's definitely something that we hope to kind of make one of our themes of our YouTube channel this year, for sure, that you'll hopefully see is us hopefully improving our land. All right, we're back. New battery.
So another one of our focuses this year is going to be YouTube. I know we've said that we're going to put out more videos, and we really are. We really need to get back onto that schedule and do that, and hopefully that'll be way easier for me to do more videos once this baby comes. And because we really enjoy the community that we have found on YouTube doing this kind of thing, and sharing our lives with all of you, and learning from other...
Careful, buddy. Sorry.
And learning from other YouTubers out there. So we really enjoy being part of it. It's just been a difficult kind of adjustment, being pregnant on a farm and doing YouTube all at the same time, while, you know, still investing in the kids' education at home and doing everything else that we do here. So we're really going to try to focus on that and bring more videos.
And I think that's one of the things that we want to focus on. Our channel is geared towards our family. It's geared towards entertainment. It's geared towards hopefully some learning. You know, we learn stuff all the time. We learn things every day here, and about the lifestyle that we're trying to live and have chosen to live. And that's really what we want the channel to be about, is focus around family, entertaining, and learning. And again, it's not going to be a DIY kind of channel, or DIY. DIY, do it yourself. Anyways, that's not really what
it's not a teaching channel.
Right. We're not trying to be, hey, we're not Justin Rhodes. Let's put it that way. We're not at that level. But we're learning as we go. Yes, and there's lessons that we've learned that we would like to share with others. That especially if this is something that interests you, you know, kind of why we are doing this. This isn't something that we just woke up one day and decided we wanted to do. Me and Jesse have been talking about doing this since we've been married. I mean, pretty much farming, owning a farm, raising our children on a farm. So it's definitely something that you'll see that hopefully in the year to come with our YouTube channel. You'll see that and why we do what we do and why we're doing what we're doing. We're super excited about the upcoming year. We really are thankful for all of you as subscribers and viewers that come and check us out, and hopefully we will continue to grow and we'll continue to learn. And we do think the community on YouTube is awesome, and we've got nothing but support from all of you, and we really appreciate that. And those are our 2019 goals. You got anything else to add?
I think it's going to be a pretty great year. Yeah,
so we're hoping that in the next few videos, maybe you'll see a little baby girl make her debut. So, yeah. So, we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for coming along with us. We'll see you next time. We're out.